Hello everyone, Kevin here again talking about group policy, PowerShell, configuration, SDM software, all kinds of fun stuff. This video is a single part of a multi-part series that comes together to describe a very important scenario. This one in particular, this piece, the first piece of this scenario, is finding all GPOs linked to a given OU. Okay. At the end of the day, the scenario is going to be find the results of the impact of group policy settings on a given OU, find the results of the impact of GP settings on another OU, compare those two sets of results, and essentially show you what the impact would be if you were to move a computer object or a user from one OU to another. So pretty straightforward, multiple parts. I'm going to start with step one. So part one is this. Let's see. I have this script. It's super simple. It's not a tool yet, but it will be at the end of the day. Compare OUs config. It's going to ask me the name of an OU. IRBR1 child 1 is the OU that I'll use for an example. And it is going to return to me the name of the GPOs that are linked to that OU. Let me show you again. Enter the name IRBR1. This time I'll do child 2. So I can easily see that for these two OUs, there's different GPOs that affect them. And that's the analysis I want to do. Okay, so not as easy as it looks. How did I get there? It's important that we understand these different moving parts. The first step is simple. Just show me or just present to the screen a message so that the user can enter data, and then I can store that. Okay, OU target equals. So enter the name of the OU, IRBR1 child 1, or whatever it happens to be. That info, IRBR1 child 1, that friendly name, cannot be interpreted by getGP inheritance. getGP inheritance requires a distinguished name or a fully qualified name. So this next line is designed to essentially use the getAD organizational unit commandlet, query for the name that's now stored in the OU target variable, and then give, essentially limit to or filter down to just that OU. Okay, so now I'm going to run that line, and I can see that OU FQDN will equal just that one OU. Just that one organizational unit object is now returned. Great. This is the data I want. I want this distinguished name. So now this next line is using the getGP inheritance commandlet with the results of the first two lines, but only passing to that commandlet the distinguished name. So that piece by itself is great. Let me show you something though. When I run this just simply by itself, I get the whole object. I get the whole GP inheritance object, whatever type that is, and we can look at that if we need to. I don't need that whole object. I only need, for our purposes, this last piece of data, inherited GPO links. So that's what this nomenclature is. Paren, put the main commandlet inside the paren, and then dot and expose the property of the returned data. So now it says, okay, just give me that information. And this, for the purpose of this example, I wrote it to the screen, right? So when I run it, I just, from the command line or from PowerShell, say this is the name of the OU that I want to query, and it returns the name of the GPOs that are going to have an impact on that organizational unit. Awesome. So the next video is going to be this. When I get to the SDM Software's GP reporting pack commandlet for exporting settings, that is going to take a parameter or take GPO names as the information to key off of, right? So it's going to say, oh, export these settings for these GPOs. I just found all the GPOs and they're now stored in GP links, so that's good enough, right? Nope. So the next video is that. How do we take what we have learned so far, pass that into the SDM GP reporting pack product or commandlets so that it's interpreted correctly and returns us what we want. So come back for step 2.